welcome to the Wolfchase Toyota Insider of the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside head coach Daron Schoenrock. And Coach, you're done with the midweek games for a week due to exams. You played one last week against Mississippi Valley, had some rain and some weather issues, bumped it back to Saturday. Didn't hurt you at all. You won 17-1. You jumped out early on Valley. You knew that's a game that you probably should jump out early, and it's also a dangerous game because if you go out there swinging for the fences, it can really roll over to a weekend. But your guys just took their base hits, took their walks, played the game.
Yeah, and this club this year, Jeff, we don't really struggle with an overconfidence problem. We're trying to keep our head above water. We've had good days, bad days, so really with some teams, you worry more about how they approach those games. Mississippi Valley and a lot of the schools that we play midweek are very capable of beating you. We took advantage of what they gave us, and that's what I wanted our team to do. This team is still excited to go out and play every day and see what every day unfolds like, and that unfolded to be a very offensive day for us, and we got a lot of guys in the game on the mound, which was encouraging too.
Also able to get some guys some at bat. I believe about the sixth inning, you were able to start rotating some guys.
Yeah, we dumped out the bench and got to see some guys in between the lines. It's a lot different in between the white lines than it is in practice every day, and that's part of building things is getting guys at bats and getting guys innings pitched when you can provide opportunities like that.
Then you come home you stay home for the weekend against Connecticut, and finally, after this entire spring, you get some warm weather to play in at home.
Yeah, that was good to see, and as we go through this league, we've got three new opponents in this back-to-back phase right now that we hadn't seen in Conference USA, and seeing these clubs for the first time, I've been very impressed. And UConn, very physical. Very balanced hitters at the plate. We had nice crowds this weekend. Good college baseball environment, and two pretty good teams on the field. Neither team has a record that warrants looks from regional committees now. But if you watch these two teams play, they had a lot of good positive ingredients on each club.
Lost an extra inning game Friday. You got behind 4-1, and then it settled into a pitcher still. It looked like it's going to be a lot of runs at first, but no one scored again to the bottom of the ninth. You were able to force extra innings with 3 runs in the ninth. Then Jake Little had a 10th inning home run to force the 11th inning. Unfortunately, UConn gets the advantage in the 11th.
Yeah, we do the cardinal sin. We allow the leadoff guy to get on, and we battled back. I thought our at-bats during the game were, in spite of being down 4-1, we were very competitive. I thought we were facing a very good college pitcher, and we made him work. And if you make those guys work long enough, you're going to find a crack of daylight. We found it in the 9th inning and tied it up, and this club hasn't had the offensive potential to come from behind very much, and it was good to see our guys do that. And Jake got a couple of swings off at the right time, and we had opportunities earlier in the game. We left bases loaded, I think, twice. Our guys have just had a hard time finding the guy in their lineup to want that big at bat, but it's good to tie it up. Then Trevor Sutton was very good out of the pen, and the cardinal sin, we let a leadoff guy get on, and it opens up the door for them to go ahead, and we couldn't, recover. But good college game, two teams with very similar records, but also, as I mentioned earlier, I'm very impressed with the depth of what this league has from the athletic standpoint.
John Reed got your complete game on Saturday. He made the American Conference Honor Roll this week, and we got so used to seeing complete games from Eric and Sam and the pitching staff, the veteran pitching staff last year. Even though John's a veteran, haven't had the amount of complete games. You didn't expect the amount of complete games, but it was nice to get one.
It was very nice to get one, and he really almost mimicked the outing that he had when we beat Louisville at Louisville that Saturday. So he's found the right moment to step up big and to keep us alive on the weekends. And with this team is what we've as I look back on it now, not having a single starting pitcher return from last year that's thrown a pitch on the weekend. It's showing up now, but John's experience has been a very good thing on Saturday for us.
Well, some growing pains this year, but it'll play dividends next year. All these guys are getting the innings. Sunday continues to be kind of a head-scratcher. Dylan had pitched so well in the midweeks, but UConn jumped on him early and jumped on pretty much anybody. It was just their day to hit on Sunday.
Yeah, we elevated some 2-strike pitches at times after we had given up some freebies. And I told our club, it put our offense in a real disadvantage to play from behind, but they kept competing. Dylan's a very competitive kid, and he's very frustrated with how the ebbs and flows of the good days and bad days have gone. And he'll adjust and he'll work out of that. But the discouraging things, we give up the freebies and then they get the big hits.
Yeah.
They gave us a few things too. We couldn't get the big hits. So it goes on both sides of the ball. Credit UConn. They got 2 of their hits with 2 strikes, and when the at bat, you're 1 pitch away from putting the guy away, and then you elevate a breaking ball, you leave a changeup too much on the plate, and they got their swings off, and we played from behind, and they expand the league. The last 4 innings of that thing, we dumped the bullpen out. Those guys all pounded the zone, and that's what the name of the game now. With these bats is just throw strikes.
Well, you get the week off because there's no midweeks due to exams. You'll go up to Cincinnati this weekend. We haven't been there since their last year in Conference USA. We got to see that was a brand new stadium that year. They had just opened it a few weeks prior. It's a field turf surface. They do have more dirt in the infield. Where there's dirt on the grass surface, there's grass on their field turf surface. So it'll be kind of similar to the turf, not so quite similar in some aspects. But this series all of a sudden is changing to a huge one. You're fighting to get into the conference tournament right now. You're on the good side. They're fighting for their lives right now, and that's what makes it dangerous. They're the 9th place team right now, and if the season was ended today, they're the team not going to Clearwater, so it's going to be a pretty big fight up there. Yeah,
it's going to be a huge series, and it comes down basically to who wins this series is going to be in a great position going into the last weekend. Mm-hmm. And Ty Neal's made some adjustments. He's a first-year coach, and I think he inherited a program that is just a kind of a sleeping giant. They're in a great baseball area. They got a beautiful facility. So the things line up to where Cincinnati should make a move and develop into a premier program. Ty's a very good guy. He was on the Indiana staff that went to Omaha, and there'll be a handful. He's implementing his flavor into the program. What we have to do is we have to get on the bus Thursday morning and put final exams behind us, and I'm almost ready to do that. I'm ready. There's a lot on these guys right now, and we're still practicing through the exams, every day and keeping our weight room work in. And I purposely do that just to keep them from sitting and reading and studying 24 hours. You can't do that. So we'll get on the bus Thursday morning early with exams behind us and go up there and do battle and let go of. And I've talk a lot about dividing into academics and athletics, and that's a good time to let that behind. We've got to play well, and we got to play well on the road, which we haven't done as much this year as I wanted to, in an environment that our back is against the wall, and we'll respond okay. I'm excited about what I see.
It's good that you're playing on artificial surface because you might deal with a little bit of weather this weekend. Saturday, it looks like you might battle a little bit of rain. I think Friday and Sunday should be okay, though.
Yeah, we'll do everything we can, to get conference games in, and that call's in the hands of Ty, the coaching staff there, and we'll play when they tell us to play and try to go win a series. If we win a series this weekend, we're going to be in great shape to make Clearwater, and that's the goal we have now to keep postseason going.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Jeff.
Head Coach Daron Schoenrock. I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.